Hi, really hope you're well. In an update video I put out at the beginning of the year, I mentioned that we will be travelling to France later this year. And in that video, I mentioned I was fairly anxious, had a lot of trepidation and nervousness and a little bit of unknowns ahead of me. And that video seemed to provoke a response. The comments were incredibly interesting. It was about a 50-50 split between people who had said there's nothing to worry about, as soon as you're abroad it'll be fine, just do it anyway, and there was people who also have exactly the same anxiety, nervousness and slight apprehension about travelling abroad. And that's the reason for this video. As I researched into it, as I would, I researched more and more information into what I need to do, what I need to get, what I need to be aware of. As I dived into more and more information, there was an awful lot of misinformation and a lot of out-of-date information as well, specifically before Brexit. So I thought I would share my experiences of booking, preparing, learning, and then finally going to France in a series of videos to help inform, share, and literally let you know what my experiences are of travelling abroad. So we're going to start off with this video, which is part one, and this video is all about bookings. Now, I booked the campsite some time ago in actual fact, but even through that booking process there was a few little gotchas. So why don't you join me back in the office some weeks ago now, when I made the booking for our campsite, I made the booking for our crossing, and also sorted out some travel insurance as well. Okay, so three things I need to book today. First of all, I need to book the campsite, need to book the crossing, and then finally need to book some travel insurance. And we're going to do all of that from the Caravanning Motorhome Club website, and I'll tell you the reason for that in a moment. I've done a bit of research already, and I know how much the crossing is likely to cost me if I went to Brittany Ferries direct. I know how much the campsite is going to cost me if I go to the campsite direct as well. So I know all of the values here and all the the costs involved. I haven't been able to get in travel insurance direct. I'm not worried about that because I'd always use the club anyway, and I'm going to go through all that in a minute. So the reason why I'm going through the Caravan Motorhome Club site is because I do get a saving on the campsite and the crossing. Also, there's some special offers on at the moment as well, and so I'm going to try my best. I'm going to make a booking now. We're going to get everything done. Then I'm going to be able to compare the prices to make sure that we are actually saving ourselves some cash. So in the description of this video down below, I'm going to put the link to this page which we've started on right now. It's the European campsites and crossings. Just click straight onto that and we can do everything that we need to do from this one page. We can find an overseas campsite, we can book our ferry, and then finally we can get our insurance. But let's make a start and search for a European site. Now, Angela and I have researched this, we've talked about this a lot, and we know exactly where we want to go. We're going to Brittany. We've isolated 3 campsites that we really want to go to, and I'm going to use the map to show you exactly where we're going. So let's go Europe, second tab across, and it's quite easy because the campsites are all up here. So our priority campsite, the one that we want to get into, is this one, which is Les 7 Îles, I believe, which is the 7 Islands. It looks absolutely gorgeous. It's got granite, pink granite rocks around the area. It looks absolutely fantastic. I've been looking at other people who have stayed at this campsite, and this is the one I think we want to go for. So let's check the availability. This is a bit exciting. Making a booking for our first French getaway. Now we're going in September. We want to go on the 6th and come back on the 13th, which is great. Electric hookup, yes. It'd be nice if we got a sea pitch. Can we get on a sea pitch? That'd be really nice. Because I'm logged into the website, by the way, it knows all my details. So Bailey Alicanto, car, the length of that car is 4.7. This caravan is 7.86. Oh, the requested site is full for your selected dates. I wonder if that's just... Oh yeah, look, pitch type limited availability. Alright, let's go for just the standard hookup. Sorry, your outfit's too long. Please select a different pitch or call us UK sites. And this was my first issue. Now, whenever I go onto the Caravan Motorhome Club app or website to book a site, I literally have no regard for the size of my outfit. It's never even crossed my mind of how big it is, how long it is, how heavy it is, or whether it's a twin or a single axle caravan. That's never an issue in the UK on the club site. But when you're booking a site in Europe, clearly it is. Because out of all the sites that we wanted to go and visit, nearly all of them wouldn't accept this caravan. It has nothing to do with the width, it has everything to do with the length, and also that it's a twin axle. So that's my first big hurdle. Now, if I'd done a little bit of research, maybe I'd also bought this book before I went to make the bookings. I've got this since, by the way. This would have helped me no end. This is a free download and also a free copy that you can order from the Caravan and Motorhome Club site, and it lists all the campsites that they are associated with in Europe. There's a huge section here for Brittany and France, like so, and all the campsites are listed with very handy QR codes. And also there's a table of contents down the bottom here letting you know what is allowed and what isn't allowed. So I could have very easily gone straight here and seen how many sites don't allow twin axles and also what the maximum length is. So if I had had this would have been really, really helpful. Like I said, it's a free download from the website. It's also, you can order it for free as well and have a physical copy delivered to your home address. This is my first big tip. Get yourself this copy and it gives you some idea of what's available. Okay, so if I had actually done a bit of research, I would have discovered that we would never get into this campsite. If I actually go to the campsite page itself and we scroll on down, it says on the additional information there, over 7.5 meters and twin axles are not accepted. My caravan is both of those things. Caravan is 7.8 meters, which isn't that much longer than 7.5. It's only, what, 30 centimeters? But that's by the by. It's twin axles. So after much painful searching through the sites that we wanted to go to and understanding that we wouldn't be able to fit into any of them, there is one campsite that we can get into, and it was on our top 3. So we're thinking of going to Des Aber or Des Aber or Des Abers. Oh God, I was never great at French at school, and I am learning. I am trying my best to get through it. Anyway, this is the one that I know we can get onto because it accepts up to 8 meter long caravans and it's fine with twin axles. I have double checked all of that. So let's click on check availability and let's do the whole process all over again. So again, we're arriving on the Saturday, leaving on the Saturday, which is fine. Electric hookup. Let's pick our caravan, pick my car, which is 4.7 meters long, and the caravan is 7.86 long. That's fine. And I don't have any special requests, but I will book for a sunny pitch. And then there's the important information here, and you can see quite clearly it doesn't list anywhere here on what the earliest arrival time is. So after I've made this booking, I'm going to contact them. But we do have a special offer which we're taking advantage of. Book 7 nights or more, which we are, and get 1 free. That's between the 1st of September and the 29th of September, which is great. That's us. And the total price is $116.94. So let's add that to the basket. Let's add a crossing. So this is the crucial part. We have worked out that what we're going to do is on the Friday, Angela's going to leave work. She's going to come home, sort herself out, and then we're going to go like we usually do on every other holiday. And we can be on the road for 2 o'clock. So with that in mind, we want to get a ferry Friday afternoon, Friday evening. Now I've done my research and I know when the sailings are around that time, which is useful. We are going from Plymouth and we're going to go to Roscoff. We are departing in September. We're going to leave on the 5th and we're going to come back on the 13th, which I think would be fine. Car is 4.7 long and it's 1.78 tall. The caravan's 2.6, but I'm actually going to make it higher than that because I know we have air conditioning. So I'm going to make it 2.9 meters tall, which takes into the extra equipment we have on the top of the roof. And we're going to hit book here, and then we're going to wait up to 2 minutes for the website to go and find our crossings. Now, the quote from Brittany Ferries Direct was £808 exactly. So let's see if we can come in on budget on price. Oh, there we go. That's the one I want. We leave on the 5th of September at 10 o'clock at night. We arrive at 8 o'clock the next morning. So that means that we can be travelling overnight. I can be having a sleep. Angela can be being sick. And then we come back at 3 o'clock on the 13th and we arrive back in the UK at just after 8 o'clock. That might be a problem for us. We arrive at 8 o'clock and that's way too late to get into any campsite. And it's also, by the time we get home, it's going to be way too late to get back into storage. I mean, we'll be back home at like 1 o'clock in the morning, I imagine, and that's way too late to get back in storage. So we're going to have to come up with a cunning plan. I think we're going to be stopping over in the services on the M5, maybe. Anyway, the total crossing is 728. And what did I say? Yeah, from Brittany Ferries Direct, that's £808 for the exact same crossing. And speaking with Mrs. T, because it's compulsory to have a cabin overnight, speaking with her, we think we'll go for a bigger cabin, just so that we've got a bit more space and maybe a window. One of Angela's biggest fears is that she's not going to be very well on the crossing over. She really has got a fear of not being very well. So we're going to go for an outside 4-berth club class en suite, which will essentially mean that we've got a window because it's outside, which would be good. And we've got no extras, so that's 884 at the moment. So let's add that to basket. That's £900.94. Once we've got the booking in our basket, we'll just then exactly look at the price. I'm pretty sure we're making a good saving here. So here's the thing, with that upgraded cabin, it still comes in a lot cheaper than Brittany Ferries Direct, which was £808. So I'm still making a bit of a saving. Okay, it's not going to be much, but hey, that'll go towards the duty free or a coffee on the ferry. So there we go. So we're all booked up. So all I've got to do now is just check out, pay for it, and we're done. So there you go, all booked up, and as you can see, just under £901. The most expensive caravanning holiday I think we've ever booked. But as you would have seen, the most expensive part of that is the crossing. No matter how I cross over to mainland Europe, be it the ferry, be it the train, doesn't matter how I do it, it's still quite an expensive endeavour. As soon as you put a caravan on the back, the value goes up. But as a member of the Caravan Motorhome Club site, as you would have seen, I got access to a really good discount. That's applicable, by the way, to not just the ferries, but also Le Shuttle as well. So if you are a member of the club, it is worthwhile checking in to make sure, and just to see whether you can get yourself a decent discount. I was surprised how much of a discount I actually got. The next thing I need to book up now is the travel insurance, and I won't bore you with the process of booking up a travel insurance, but I will show you what the value came out as, what we actually booked for, and also some of the benefits and what's covered and what isn't covered. Okay, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. I'm not going to film me filling out a form or getting an insurance quote, but I just wanted to show you what you can get in terms of insurance. Now, this is Red Pennant insurance. It provides 3 things. You can get motoring cover, personal cover, or both of them put together, which is the motoring and the personal cover. That's what we're going to go for. We're going to go for this one here, the motoring and personal cover. So let's get a quote, and I won't bore you with the details of getting the quote, but I'll come back to you in a minute and I'll show you the price, the breakdown, and show exactly what we've got in terms of insurance. Okay, so filling out the details was really painless, actually. Just asked me about Angela, about the car, about the caravan, and where we're going and when we're going. Really straightforward. As you can see here, we've got the quotation in the corner there. It's cover for our VW Touareg, cover for the Alicanto, it's for 2 passengers, the dates are specified of when we're travelling, it's cover for the continent of Europe, we don't require any pet cover, and we're already a member of the Mayday breakdown cover as well. Total price for all of that is £187.25. Further on down here, it gives us details of what is covered. I won't rattle through that, but that means that, you know, if the car breaks down for whatever reason, it's peace of mind I've got there, that I know I can get recovered and things can happen if anything should happen whilst I'm in France. And of course, having personal cover as well, that if I or Angela break down and need repairing, we also have cover as well. Now, there are other insurance policies which I have got as well. I'm not going to cover those in this video. Maybe I'll cover those off in the next video about getting ready to go. But I think that is really quite comprehensive for both personal and motoring cover. I'm happy with that. And like I said, it gives me peace of mind, and that's exactly what I need to go for. So I just need to buy that online, and that's it. I'm done. So I've put a link to the page that I started on down below. It's worthwhile clicking on that, going through and seeing what you can get as well. And the other thing I'll mention as well is that if you do go through to the website, there is also escorted tours aimed at people who have never travelled abroad before. There's a whole package of an escorted tour giving tuition about driving on the wrong side of the road, local laws, things you should be aware of. There's a whole escorted tour there into northern France, which looks to be a really good value package. Certainly, if you're a bit nervous about going abroad. We didn't opt for that because I think I'm brave enough to do this myself, although I am feeling a bit nervous still. But hey, we'll give it a go and we'll see what comes of it. So anyway, this is the first of a few parts of videos about us traveling abroad. Please do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And if you can do all of that, then we'll see you in the next video and the next chapter in this series. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye now.